Power 93.7 WBLK. Michelle Visa. It's Teen Talk Podcast. Very special people in the building with me from Charter School of Applied Technologies. Tell us your name and what grade you're in.
Hi, what's up? It's Khalil, and I'm in 11th grade. Yeah, I go to CSAT, and I'm here with you.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Taiyana James, 11th grade, CSAT.
Yay. All right, so CSAT in the building. I'm very happy because we've always had like people from public school, so it's nice to have some students from the charter school. And you guys' mission is career day is every day. Is that the mission of your school?
Yes.
Tell us more about that. Why is that the mission?
The mission is every day is career days because they really want to push us to become. They want to focus on college. They want to focus on our future. They really want to focus on us improving and having a knowledge of what we're going to be when we leave school.
Right.
So they'll give us like leaders in training, business honor societies, art honor societies. They influence us to have an understanding what we're going to do when we leave. So basically, every day is career day is basically a saying that we do or say it to empower us. You know.
I like that. Getting you guys ready for the future.
Yes.
Would you agree they're doing that as well?
Building that foundation for when we graduate, and we have that foundation of, okay, we can go at this and we know what to do in our career.
So it's applied technologies. Are you guys doing things with technology, or is it more class-based? Is it hands-on? What is the deal?
Like we're all equally enhanced with the same technology in most of our schools, but we do have other classes like robotics and stuff. The applied technologies is basically not like high tech stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a lot of classes that are definitely like technology based,
Mm-hmm.
like computer classes. You know, you can learn how to code or like how to do Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, stuff like that. We do have classes like that.
That's good. So what classes are you guys specifically taking? Like I know 11th, 12th grade, you're kind of like in your last couple years. What is like your major, or what are some of the concentration, the main classes you're taking?
Right now I'm taking chemistry and algebra 2 and all the hard classes, AP class, honors. It's just a bunch, but I'm on my electives. I'm on the business route. I'm in marketing. I'm in careers and colleges. I'm in a lot of classes that's going to help me. Basically, so when I do want to be an actor, but I also want to fall back on some type of business because I don't want to be a broke actor. You know, I want to have some money and make a business and stuff. So yes, I'm on that path on electives and stuff.
Right.
My classes are completely different from his. I have a lot of I take psychology or sociology because as he said, fall back on anything. But I want to be an actress as well, so I have photography classes, or what is the class? Design and business. Learning how to do different interior designs on the computer, different
All right, so CSAT, you think it's just school in general, or this school puts a lot of stress on you guys? Or is it just school in general for people your age?
Well, basically, I want to say I've been attending CSAT for 5 years.
Okay, so is it like a middle school before high school?
Middle, yes.
Okay.
And so
elementary.
yes.
I've seen that. They have another building.
So it's the how they want us to be and how they want us to model ourselves in front of the people. When you hear CSAT, you really don't hear like, oh, these kids are bad, or these kids are doing this and this and that. They want us to be that perfect model, and it's very stressful for that. I have a big personality in that school, and they want to contain it. They say, all right, confine me into this point where it's like, Khalil, shh, come on, do school and let's go. Do school and let's go. And it's been stressful for me, and I'm just like, classes on top of trying to confine that model student is kind of hard because I also got to come home and be like, Mom, I got an 89. That's not usually me, and I also have to keep that, trying to focus. It's hard to focus too, and some of the teachers, they're very helpful, but again, it's very stressful sometimes trying to do that model, that always uniform, no earphones and stuff. It's hard. You know?
I see like you said, they're trying to prepare you guys for the future. So they will kind of stifle your creativity and things like that. So are there any clubs or anything at your school that kind of lets you do those kind of artistic things?
We have mock trial.
Mock trial.
What's mock trial?
Oh, mock trial is a very professional way to say debate team.
Okay.
And it's acting debate team. So basically you will get a script and you will read off the script going against other schools, debating on who's going to do it the best, who performs this case the best. So basically it's like a fun debate team.
Okay. So would you agree it's kind of stressful?
Definitely. I feel like they do put a lot of pressure on. You have to do this, and this. Be like this. We can't wear different hair color. I have to wear natural hair color. I can't express myself in that.
You mean like colors like red or blue or green?
Right, like you have to be naturally born with that. You know, black, brown, blonde. You can't have earrings in. We have like little studs and like no bigger than a dime. But I do agree with Chloe. They sort of like say, okay, you have to be like this. You know, don't do that. Don't be too opinionated, because you do that, you're not going to be on our good side. Because I'm a very opinionated student, and a lot of teachers, they say Taiyana, she's very, you know,
she's going to speak her mind.
And it's like, that's just who I am.
Interesting. Now, you guys have to wear uniforms as well?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so that's another thing of expression taken away. So it's kind of hard, because I don't ever hear anything bad about CSAT. Like, I've always heard great things about it, but as you said, like, they're trying to keep all that contained in.
Yes, and I also want to bring up the point as it's not just our school, but schools in general are trying to knock down on phones. And they're trying to say, please put your phones up because it's a distraction. Last year, I saw a big difference in my academics when I had my phone and when I didn't. And it wasn't an increase. It was a decrease. This is my own statistic. Last year, the teacher would say, quiet work. I put my headphones in and I do my work. I get everything done. I zone out and I do my work. Now that we have quiet time, I go to sleep. I get distracted. I talk to my friends. And it's just like, I've noticed that my grades and everything has been going down since the shift of the phones and stuff.
So when have they enacted quiet time, and like how long is it? Do you have it like every day, every period, like
it's
at the end of the day?
Basically after instructions. Guys, after we're done with this, I give off directions, do your essays, your argument essays. Boom.
So you're saying if you were able to have your headphones in, you can kind of zone out, lock in, and get the work done.
For sure.
And that's
interesting.
With music, you can just sort of be in your own world. Yeah. Maybe have that creative, whatever you're listening to, and you're writing, and you're like, in your world.
You make a great point, because I'm telling you, I go to the grocery store with my headphones on. Right. I kind of just like zone out, be in my own little world. I don't hear anything, and it just takes you to another place, kind of keeps you calm. So I can see that. But on the other hand, what about students who won't use that time? They'll be on Facebook, or they're, like you said, they're on Snapchat and Instagram making fun of the teacher, and they're not using that time wisely. So do you kind of see, what's your opinion on that?
Yes, my opinion on that is a lot of kids, they frustrate me with that. I'm a comedian. Like, that's my profession. I really want to be in comedy. I might be the next Kevin Hart, hopefully. I might be better than him.
All right.
But again, it frustrates me how kids do that. It's teachers come to school as humans, and y'all, like, the kids act immature to them. Like, I know you heard the situation of McKinley when he slammed the teacher or whatever.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
A teacher is very low, and I feel like as kids we need to stand up and be like, yo, our education is important, and you mess with these teachers or going back and forth with these teachers aren't going to improve anything. It's just going to make it worse.
Yeah, and the thing with the behaviors, it's like it stops the whole class from learning. Everyone, it shuts down everything. So something has to be done, because I've seen so many videos online. I've seen the one girl standing on top of the desk, acting like she was going to hit the teacher. She's kicking at him, and some people thought it was funny. Some people were, they recorded it. What do you think we could do for the behaviors that's going on in the school?
We are a product of our environment. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're disrespecting your teacher, someone who's there to literally help you in life, who's to say you're not disrespecting your mother?
Right.
And let's track that back to how that student or that person was raised. Maybe they were raised in a household where, I don't care how you talk to me, whatever.
That's true. Or they're cussing at the student.
Exactly.
Their child, cussing them out and treating them bad. So, yeah, definitely a product of their environment. What about some good teachers at your school? Who are some teachers that stand out to do a great job, just like an awesome person?
No?
Yeah, name drop them. Why not? Give them their kudos. Give them their shine.
The teachers, and this is a generalization, but I'm going to name drop some, are the teachers that know how to teach a class and know how to be comfortable with a student. Those teachers are very close with I have this one teacher named Ms. Lester. She is strict. She don't let the goofing around go in her class, and then she also has a relationship with her kids. And that's the type of teachers that I really look up to, because it's the teachers that just have a relationship with their kids and let the class do whatever they want. And it's the teachers that are strict. I'm doing my job. I'm following the rules. I don't care about being your friend. I don't care about making you feel comfortable. But I don't applaud those teachers. I love them to death, but I don't applaud those teachers. It's teachers like Miss Lester, Dr. Hart, my Spanish teacher, Miss Velez. They're all like they follow by those rules, like those morals. Like the kid needs to be comfortable and feel happy to learn. Because if I'm not happy to learn, and I'm not saying you have to. Your job is to be a teacher. But if you really want these kids to succeed, you need to go to, you don't need to, but it would be awesome if you went to different limits or pushed barriers to make us succeed.
I get it. They give that tough love, but also they have the classroom management skills to, keep the attention of the student and keep them on track.
I don't really have a lot, but definitely Miss Reinhardt. She's a PE teacher, but she, for me, I relate to her a lot because she would take the time to sit down and talk to you, like, Taiyana, how are you feeling today? I miss a lot of school. I'm late a lot, and she could have looked at me like, oh, she don't care about school, whatever, let's forget about it. But no, she sat down and said, Taiyana, if you want, we could make a plan. In my spare time, we could, see, write down, okay, this is, you're being late, let's do this, let me help you after
how can we
school.
change this?
Yeah, and it's like she could have definitely was just like, okay, whatever, she seemed like she don't care, but she went that extra mile and she just helped me, and she talks and she tries to like sit down and get to know her students. And that's get to know me, see what I'm about.
I like that they take their time, like you said, and get to know you. It's funny that you said that. My gym teacher, her name was Mrs. Writing, and I still communicate with her to this day. She's an older woman now, beautiful lady. I still text her like, it's important for those teachers, that they really make an impact in your lives. She made one on me, and like I said, we still talk to each other today. You guys both told me you want to be actors and actresses. How do you feel about coming from Buffalo, the outlet for those opportunities? There's only certain schools that, like performing arts, they draw. Have you ever been to one of their plays? Their plays are huge. It's like a big theatrical theme. The community comes out. Do you guys have that same opportunity where you guys come from?
No.
You go.
Well, for our school, we have a drama club, but I don't know. I feel like they definitely more, because I want to be an actress, not a theater, on Broadway, which I would love to, but that's not really my main focus.
So you want to do like, movies and maybe like TV shows, that kind of thing?
And they mainly focus on the theatrical, singing, musical, and it's like, that's great. But okay, so what about the drama club? What about the acting aspect being behind the camera? We don't have a lot of like different clubs, and at our school, I don't know about any other school.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because a lot of schools, they don't take the arts serious. They don't take it as this is important for the students to express themselves. And that's bad, too, because that's a way for them to get some of that energy out through drama, through acting, through videos and stuff like that. So how do you feel about it?
Yes. If you know me, I'm so ambitious. I want to be an actor. I do YouTube. That's one of my biggest platforms is YouTube. And I'm like, if I can't make it, if they're not giving me opportunity here, I need to do it on my own. I need to make my own business, my own base, my own label. Like, what do you call it?
Your brand?
Brand. Yes,
you gotta get your brand going.
My own brand. And here in Buffalo, and this is a lot. There's a lot of acting agencies and stuff, and there's a lot of acting opportunities. But I've tried to take every opportunity. I'm still at point A. I have yet to leave to point B, and I feel like it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to a lot of people here, and that's why a lot of people move and then they make it. It's sad, but I always want to be that one and be like, I want to be the one to make it from Buffalo. But the rate I'm going, I'm working hard. I'm writing scripts. I'm late nights, 4:00 in the morning. I'm stressed. And I'm looking at how can I be funnier? How can I be better? But it's just like hopefully the work. It shows. Hopefully that shows.
It will.
But everyone's work hard. Everyone works hard every day. And I just got to be, it's millions of people doing it. I got to be the one who stands out. And that's going to be extremely hard. And I feel like continuously working hard and continuously having these late nights and these stressful days is going to help. And
because that's the thing, that those late nights and those days where you're grinding and putting that work in, it's going to separate you from everybody else. I get up 4:30, 5 a.m. I've done at least 7 things before people even wake up 8, 9 o'clock. So it's like we are ahead of the game. Just got to keep working. Just keep putting yourself out there.
And it's one thing that keeps me moving. I was supposed to be on a Netflix show.
Okay.
And
tell us about that.
I was supposed to be on a Netflix show called Central Park 5. Have you ever heard about that? The story. It was a story about, I guess, kids that got in trouble for something they didn't do. 5 black kids. I got messaged and they said I look like the person that kind of can do it. Can I do an audition? So I sent my audition, sent it in, and I've been going back and forth with the casting director.
Was this a true story?
This is a true story. Oh, the 5.
The 5.
Yes.
Okay, so they said you look like the person that the role is about.
Man had an opportunity to audition too. He didn't take it. I don't know why. But
man, we gotta take these opportunities. Man behind the camera right now.
And I'm going back and forth. I'm like, yes, I can't wait to do it. She's like, she's hyping my head up. You will be awesome. This is your big break. I just, it was real sad. 2 weeks ago, I saw the trailer for it, and I wasn't in it.
Isn't that like a gut punch?
That's a what?
You're like, oh. So what happened? What stopped you from doing your audition?
No, I did the audition.
Oh, so you're saying you just didn't get the part.
I didn't get it, and that's not their fault.
Right.
I didn't work as hard. I didn't do that audition. I didn't make that audition the best audition, and that's what keeps me going. Like, you know what, Khalil? You should have worked. You need to work harder because there's always people right next to you fighting. You know, I need to work harder so I can get that. Like, I need to, if somebody's walking, I need to fly. I need to go above and beyond. So.
But I just want to say that the fact that you took the time to even audition is major, because there's so many people who won't even put themselves out there like that. They'll miss the opportunity, then sit there and be mad when they see the trailer. At least you know you put yourself out there. Was that like maybe your first audition or
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. So you know how many times people get told no, or they have to go to an audition and not get it just to see how it actually goes. I've been told I don't know how many times no in my life, but you still got to keep pushing, because at one time you think they're gonna say no, that's gonna be the yes,
right.
and that's gonna be the break. Coop, you got something to say?
Last year around, I think, was it the summer, Khalil? When we had when Celebrity Experience came to Buffalo, and they was looking for young actors and young actresses.
So Celebrity Experience, is that like something like you had to go audition in the hotel, or okay?
Yeah. They were looking for people to get put on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, but me and Khalil went, and I said we did an outstanding job. They told us we did an outstanding job. And then later that night, we was waiting on a phone call. We ended up getting the call. They said one of us made it. So now we curious about who. I'm still mad to this day. He made it. He did better than me. Well, I did better than him, but he made it. But
Yeah, both did good. Okay.
Yeah. But the problem was,
So what happened?
They wanted
The money.
They wanted $25,000 that night.
Goodbye.
I don't do it look like I
Good.
got $25,000
Bye.
to just drop out.
I don't know anybody right now I could call and say, give me $25,000 for this acting
Exactly.
right now. Like,
my mom,
this acting
boy,
camp.
this is, boy, it just was a boy. Come on, out my face. Cause I was
And you know,
upset, but
and I don't like that, because I've seen, and I don't want to hate on the companies that come and do that, but I see that a lot. Do you want to be on Disney Channel? Do you want to be on this? And then they'll bring that and they'll have all these talented kids come out, and then they'll get their hopes up, and then boom, oh, you owe us $25,000, or we need $50,000 to represent you. And it's not a lot of talent companies here. There are some, but there's more other places. So
LA and New York City.
It's kind of messed up because Buffalo does have so much talent, and I see every day the talent that Buffalo has to offer, and it's like, we are not the richest city, you know. We
one of the poorest in the nation. Seriously.
We don't got it like that. And it's like when these companies come and they, oh yeah, you want to be on Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, of course. Why wouldn't you want to be? You know, Buffalo has all this talent, and then they hit us with that, all right, pay up.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So what are you doing to put yourself out there as an actress? What have you got? Have you been participating in?
My YouTube channel.
Okay.
I sort of have that, but I don't know. Like I've been feeling very like I'm not good enough. You know,
No.
I'm not. So that's just. It's very discouraging.
I think it's just the lack of opportunities here. It's
Right.
not that you're not good enough. It's just that you're not put in front of the right people to see you.
Yes.
Well, there's some movies being made here. So maybe that in the future, be checking out on that, because they did a ton of movies here. The Purge. I was in The Purge. I got a little silhouette. I was just extra. I don't want to be an actress or anything, but they were looking for people. I'm like, hey, I'm going up there. And it's good money to be extras.
Yes.
Like I'm telling you. You
$100
get,
an hour.
you get good money to be an
Yes.
extra. So we got to just pay more attention to that. They shot so many movies here. Walk up to the set. Hey, you know, you need any extras? Who's in charge here? Because they have like casting directors. Like, hey, can I get the casting director's info?
Right.
Sometimes that works. You know, just kind of going out there and putting yourself out there.
I really want to add to, like, when my grandfather, he watches the news a lot. He watches Channel 4, he watches all of them. And they do the sports segment. And they sit there and they say, like, oh, this guy on South Park team or Hutch Tech, somewhere they're getting that spotlight. And that's for the whole city to see. Buffalo's probably populated with 200,000 plus people. And people in the news, I'm sure they probably get around 20, 30,000 people views. You just gave that platform to all these people. What about us? What about the people who I understand y'all work hard, y'all train every day. Cooper, I know you train, you a football player, but me and the people that really wants to, why can we all have this platform?
I like that.
And
There
that's
should
why
be more spotlight on other things besides just sports.
And I want to
I
come
like
here
that.
because I know y'all support the more urban kids.
Yes.
Y'all support us.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is the only place that can do it. So how can we go out there and influence and help and get our platform anywhere else? You can't get it nowhere else from other than WBOK. So
Yeah, and I commend you guys for coming out. It is really cold right now.
Yes.
Like, you guys, how is it now for your school, for CSAT? You guys get bussed in? Are you on the metro? Are you on the yellow bus? How does it work for you guys?
Both. We get yellow buses and regular metros.
The high school students get metros? So you
And
guys...
regular buses too.
Oh, really? So how do they determine who gets the
If
metro
you
and who
live-
gets the yellow
if
bus?
you live like a certain distance, like probably like Cheektowaga.
Like out of the district, right?
Yeah, you get cheese buses. They get you out there.
Okay, so they do provide busing for
Yes,
some
'cause
kids.
We have the high. This has got nothing to do with anything, but we got the highest graduation rate in Western New York.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. So they really are molding you guys like perfect people, but like you said, they kind of lack that creativity, kind of let you express yourselves.
Yeah, you don't ever hear a CSAT show, Broadway. No.
Right.
What school did you come from? Have you been in CSAT the whole time, or did you come from Buffalo Public?
I started CSAT 4th grade, but before that I went to Campus West, but that got shut down. But I've been at CSAT since 4th
So
grade.
are you happy there? Would you say like you do like the school? Because you hear what's going on in a lot of the other schools. A lot of schools in Buffalo Public, well, they've got it up now, but before they were like below standard. Since your school is doing academically so well, is this like one of the best schools to be at?
Well, it's school is school, you know, but I feel like this school, you know, it's okay. I wish it could be more, uniform, more comfortable. But I feel like the teachers definitely do care. A lot of them.
Okay.
Some of them don't. A lot of them do. They take their time out to, come on, Taiyana, you're missing this, this, and this. Come after school. I'll help you. You don't hear a lot of teachers doing that in other schools.
Yeah.
So I feel like they do take the time out to ensure that you're getting what you need to be doing done.
And I want to add on that. I disagree with the uniform thing. I love her uniform. I feel like I'm not a person. I will call myself a bum because I just don't have the new Jordans, the new shirts, the new jeans and stuff. So I like my uniform. But will I recommend this school to a lot of people? I mean, if you really want to go to a great college and education is your main thing, come here. If you're more of an art, sports, this is not the school for you.
I like the fact that you said that about the dress code, because it's like some people, like you said, don't have it. And then it honestly takes the stress away from, okay, well, what I'm going to wear every day.
Right.
I already know what I'm wearing. This
Right.
uniform, this
This
blue
uniform.
and gold. Okay? And get some shoes and you be good.
Oh.
So what are your goals? I know you guys have the YouTube channel. So what exactly are you doing with it? Are you posting every day? How's your content? Who is your market?
Yes, I love this question. Let me start.
Daryl Cooper, he's representing East High School. He was behind the camera, but he's a friend to the show. So go ahead, Coop.
Honestly, I say that we market each other in a good way. Most of us, at least. We a group of friends. We like doing YouTube. We all do we got our own little channels, but some videos, we help each other out. Like, if I need Khalil there to help me record a video, if I need Taiyana there, I know they're going to be there.
So you guys kind of work together to do it?
We all have a
So you have a
group.
team. Do
We
you
have a
realize
team.
that?
Yes.
Some people are out there by themselves.
Yes.
So you definitely have to use that to play off of each other and use that to your advantage. Like, seriously, I know people who is like have one person and it's just them. So y'all can use that. Like, seriously. Y'all
Right.
got to get on your grind with it.
And the market audience we're really trying to focus on is, of course, teenagers. Teenagers hype up anything. We hype up anything.
True.
Bad rappers, bad movies. We
Right.
hype up anything because it's the trend. And that's what I've noticed. Like, I took a big hiatus on YouTube. I know you was like, how's your schedule? I took a big hiatus because I had to look back, like, pause. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Because I need to be more trendy. I need to be up to date. I need to make sure I please this audience. And I know a lot of people like, be yourself. And that's like me right now dropping a R&B album in a hip-hop era. Who's going to really be checking for an R&B album, Who's really going to be... I mean, we do have some good R&B songs, but all you hear is rap. That's like me dropping a rock song in a rap era.
Right.
Interesting.
It's just not... So I have to be with the trend if I want to succeed. And that's what basically we've been doing. But I will be back on YouTube, hopefully, and start pushing because I really need to. I've been writing scripts, like I said, up all night. My videos should be even better. I'm trying to be more trendy. I've been working. I'm trying to get more technology.
It's crazy because YouTube is a social media platform. Like, people are on it just like they're on Instagram, just like they're on Snapchat. Like, I've seen videos. This girl had 1 million views just talking about her first fist fight. I'm like, and people are really watching this and listening to this. I'm like, this is incredible. You don't necessarily have to have talent to get views. It's just people have to maybe like what you look like, maybe like the background, and boom, now you've got you've got 1 million views.
Exactly, like those mukbang eating videos where people just sit and eat food.
I find myself watching the girls smack and drip and chew these crab legs, and she's got millions of views. And they talk bad about her, and do you think she cares? She's still smacking and talking and fingernails dripping and all that.
Yep.
So what exactly kind of videos are you guys making? Like, what is your main focus?
So
we have variety.
And maybe like what? Yeah, tell me what you're doing.
So our team, we all have. That's what I love about our team. We all have different personalities. I'm more of a skit guy. I like different types of teachers in this. I'm steering clear from that right now because I'm trying to change it. But I love skits. I like comedy skits.
So how long would one of your skits be? Like, how long would you say a skit usually lasts?
So I like mine 3 to 5 minutes. Why? Because if YouTube gives you statistics of video retention and who actually watches your full video. So I see everybody stop. Let's say I had a 9-minute video. They stop 3, they leave.
Attention span is too short.
Yes.
They can't watch it that long.
Let me make shorter videos so I can keep them longer because people just...
Yep.
And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And that aggravates me a lot. So I just shorten my videos up so I can keep that attention span.
So that's good. You noticed that there was something going on. They were switching videos after a certain amount of minutes, so you shorten the videos. I like that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
my style is the exact opposite from.
I was just saying, pull the mic to you.
Sorry.
She was like, hold up.
No, but my channel is more like fashion makeup based.
Okay.
You know, whenever I travel, I like to do a little artsy vlog because I do want to be like a filmmaker or whatever. So I feel like my videos are completely different from Khalil's videos. You know, I could do a skit, but I feel like it really wouldn't go with the flow of my YouTube channel.
So he's got skits. You're more, like you said, a fashion vlogger.
For the girly girls.
I like that. What about you, Daryl?
A lot of variety. I like doing what Claude like. I like different types of people, different types of things and everything. But then I like to remake. I don't like to make parodies to TV shows and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's a different lane. I like that.
Yeah.
I seen somebody redo Precious. It was hilarious. It was. Did you see that one?
Yes.
That was funny to me. So I like that. That's a different lane.
Yeah.
It's crazy how, like, for example, Jess Hilarious. She was Instagram star, and they found her, and she just blew up. Now she's on Little Rel, she's on Fox, she's on everything, movies. I mean, I don't see her slowing down anytime. And she has a segment called Jess with a Mess. Have you ever seen that where she
hilarious.
she is so funny. She's like, oh wow, like that. She'd be like I think she is so funny. I got a chance to meet her in New York City on the red carpet, and she was amazing and so down to earth, super sweet, and she's basically how that's who she is. She put herself out there just how she is, and people just, I mean, before she was like beefing with Meek Mill. Do you remember she kind of started a couple things, I think maybe to get, you know what I mean, people to pay attention to her, but it worked.
Unique, exactly. And that's
it
what
worked.
I gotta work on.
You know, you think, let me do what everyone else is doing, but then I feel like you're not going to really attract that different audience because it's like, okay, you're doing that, but you got, you know, low quality when someone else who has better camera, better microphone, better lighting is doing the same exact thing. You know, you got to be yourself. Then you're going to be like, attract those people. Oh, she doing something different. Let's go see what she doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Bring something different.
I've tried.
So what would you say, like, who are you looking up to, like, right now? Like, who would you say, what actor or what celebrity you looking up to right now that kind of has your style or something?
Well, my style is basically, I look up to some social media comedians because they paved the way for all of us. Like Katie Don or Blame It on Quay or Eastside Ivo, all the good comedians. But the main person that I really watch, I watch a few other, like The Office, I see stuff like that to get their jokes. But Cat Williams is probably the funniest man on earth.
He's funny.
He may be, a lot of people may not like him, but Cat Williams is probably the most funniest guy. And I watch his stand-up comedies, and I'm like, his facial expressions, how do he get these people to laugh? I try to embody those so I can be like, I need this quality.
So would you do stand-up? You're into doing that? Because I know you like the comedy skits, but are you into, like, stand-up comedy?
And I don't like stand-up. I like hosting. I would rather host and be
host an event.
Jokes and stuff. Stand-up is, one thing about me is I will get upset if I said a joke and
nobody laughs.
They look around. I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I just will get upset. I got, like, problems. I don't know. I always want a reaction. And if I don't get a reaction, I'm like, you know what? Get your money back. I'm out of here. Peace. Deuces.
Okay. So who are you looking up to? Is there anybody page that you watch? Like, okay, I like their videos. I like what they're doing.
She has like a small following. Taiyana Ali. She does, you know, hair videos,
so
you know, makeup videos, different things like that.
She's real. I like her. She's real natural with it too. What about you? Who are you looking up to?
honestly, I grew up. My dad is a huge fan of Kevin Hart, so I grew up watching Kevin Hart. What you over there smacking your teeth?
You don't like Kevin Hart?
I love Kevin Hart.
He's awesome.
No, for real though. I love every Kevin Hart movie that he's ever been in.
It's crazy because back, I want to say it was a couple years ago. He came to, oh my gosh, one of the colleges, UB, I want to say South Campus, years ago. Nobody even knew who he was. Nobody knew who he was. It probably was 40 people. He wasn't even the main person, but he came there and he did his thing and he was funny. So to see his growth now into the movies, to you know what I mean, what he was doing before, where people really didn't know him at all, he was not the headliner for the show. It's amazing. It just shows that something that it can be done. People need motivation. Living in Buffalo, New York, I'm serious. With it being as cold and as poor and as small as it is, you need motivation to keep going. It seems like sometimes you're like stuck. You can only go so far. Your head is like hitting the ceiling. So I know that feeling. It's like you're on a hamster wheel. Like you're going and going, but you're not going anywhere. So
nowhere.
Right, because like you said, we have a team, but some people out there just got themselves, and it's like it's very discouraging when you feel like you have nobody.
Some teams don't work.
It's hard working with a group. You know what I mean? Groups can stay together. They always break up because it's like getting on one page. You know what I mean? Getting everybody to come and agree that we're going to do this at this time. So it's tough. But if you guys got each other, you could definitely set a schedule and, okay, this day we're shooting for your vlog. Wednesday we're shooting for yours. And help each other out. I'm going to hold the camera this day. So if you just work that out, you can definitely, you're going to prosper.
Yesterday, I went to my cousin's show. He's a poet.
Mm-hmm. Where was the show?
Actually, it's called Planet World or something like that. It's a coffee shop, but he do poetry, and his name Irvington Finks, Team Finks, and he has two sons, King and Malachi. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, he was talking to Malachi, and Malachi told him he wanted to be a comedian. Malachi's only like 8 or 11, but he let him come up on stage and do a couple of jokes and everything. He really got the crowd laughing. It was funny, and I like seeing younger kids in Buffalo in general. I like seeing younger kids in Buffalo that have dreams and aspirations.
So would you guys say it's more kids that do have goals and are inspired to do things, or would you say more of them are just like, I'm just going with the wind. I'm just here and I'll just do social media and nothing more.
A lot of people, and I saw this a lot. My friends, most of my female friends, you know what they want to be, and I'm not trying to say this wrong. They want to be RNs and stuff. And I'm like, yes, push for it, do that.
Good.
But most of the people really don't have an ambition mind like most of us. Everything is different. Like, of course, I want to see people the future be doctors and stuff, but they really don't have like, they don't really want to do the stuff we're doing. So it's only a little bit of us. It's only a little bit of us who actually want to make it out. And the people who do have that mindset like, maybe I should. They won't do it because they're like, I'm not gonna make it. It's Buffalo. I'm not gonna make it. I don't care. I give up.
Yeah,
That's a lot of friends on the road that quit. I'm not doing it anymore.
I see what you mean. Like, for one, people do give up too fast, and you never, like, I've always heard it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Like, people have put in 10 years. Seriously. But, you know what I mean? Hey, you get on now and you make $100 million and you squander it and you don't have anything. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everything's about timing. Mm-hmm. And if you are consistently working and doing your thing, then it's going to come. But like Tiffany Haddish, like, people may say things about her, say she's not funny or she just came out of nowhere, but she was an extra and she really grinded to get there. Taraji Henson, I heard that she was probably 25, 27, something like that, moved to California and did it with her son with like $300.
Right.
They said she was too old, and now look at her. She's a A-list celebrity. She did that after 25. So I feel like it may take some time, but just, you just got to keep going.
Yep.
Back to CSAT. Now, do you guys have do you have a lot of behavior issues?
The problem with my school is we had a superintendent last year. He was more of a, let's not expel people. They are cracking down on behavior so much. It's kids getting kicked out for too many dress code violations, too many tardies, too many absences. They're cracking down on behavior because I guess it's just not that's not their vision.
So would you think that's a good or bad thing?
That's bad. I lost many friends because they got kicked out over. Can I tell the situation?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I always want to bring this up. My friends, we was at the gas station, right? And a lady, she was a teenager. She was at the gas station. That's their establishment. They only want a few kids in there. The girl who works behind the counter, she's a teenager. She get the F out before I beat she was going at us. And
Another teenager that works there?
That works at the gas station.
Well, it was too many people in the stores. That's why she was going
So
on?
we all got out, and the girl talking stuff. The girls I hang with, you really think they going to let the girls sit there and cuss at them? So they're going back and forth. The dad came and punched my cousin in the face.
The store owner came and punched them?
It was a police, every investigation, everything. They just said, the gas station told my school, if you guys just drop it, we will. My school went to different heights. The kids who was involved, who fought back, who was pulling everybody, I saw the video, it was crazy. They all got kicked out because it's going to make CSAT look bad. It's going to make us look bad. So now my sister, my cousins, my friends are starting over in different schools. And now it's hard for them because now that help they was getting at that school is not provided at the same school. So I feel like it's really bad that y'all just kicked these kids out over something that wasn't on school grounds. We wasn't wearing uniform.
Was it close to the school?
Yes, it's close to the school. But they have a new rule. If you even if the video gets to the school or gets on social media and you're our student,
you're done.
Bye.
So they're trying to keep a good image, a good reputation.
They don't want that.
They don't care if you made a mistake or if it wasn't your fault. You necessarily just have to go.
And our principal, Ms. Morgani, sometimes she will intervene like, I know this kid, but that's because that kid is always in the office or so. You don't know the kids that's never in the office, so you really can't vouch for them. It's not fair for them because you really can't. You don't have that relationship. Like, well, he's trying. You can't say that to people you don't know.
You don't know.
So you just like, peace.
Right. So quick to jump the gun about it without even like actually sitting down and speaking with the students. What happened? Like exactly, and get to know.
So with that incident, you said you guys they didn't have a uniform on. How did they know you went to that school? Did they just recognize? Was it after school hours?
We have the peacekeepers and stuff, and then our principals came in 2 seconds, and they was right there. They're like, "What's going on?" We told them the situation. Everybody involved. I got suspended for 5 days because I was there at the scene.
Just there.
Just there.
You didn't do anything. Keep everything hush hush, keep it on the low, but at what expense? You might be losing some good people that didn't have anything to do with it.
Yes.
The stereotypes on certain schools and stuff.
Yeah,
like
let's
that.
talk about that.
Because within, I talked to my friends from other schools. They talk, oh, you go to East, that's a bad school. Well, honestly, you've been there. It's not.
I love it. I think Mr. King is a great principal.
I do too.
I think it's a lot of great kids over there, but you do get a bad rep. I don't know if it's because of the neighborhood that it's in or that, they have pathways, they have certain other schools inside of one.
It's an urban school. Every MST, East, Burgard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're an urban school that is filled with all African American students, and no matter what you say, they're going to say that's a bad school. You've never, and it aggravates me a lot.
What do you think we could try to do to change that? Because in some of those schools, sometimes you do have more children outweighing the good. Like I would say, you would see a lot of behaviors, a lot of fights. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I feel like Sweet Home and Ken East and Ken West, you don't think about them schools as, oh, they're bad. I see stuff on Snapchat. I see fights. I see arguments. I see stuff that's way worse than our urban schools. And the platform that they get, like, it's not fair. This is a smiley suburban.
Again, they might be doing what CSAT is doing, keeping it out of the media, sweeping it under the rug, keeping it hush hush. Yep. But I've been to East, and I enjoy the kids there. I really do.
I might not have a school after this, but. But hey,
this is all like you should be able. It's your opinion. You should be able to express what you feel.
How I feel exactly. And another thing is, I want to feel comfortable talking to people at my school, administrators and stuff. When I feel like and this is in all schools. This is general. If a teacher is doing something to you, or not doing something, just they're being rude, and you feel like, oh, I don't feel comfortable because I feel I'm gonna go off on this teacher. Who can I speak to? Their boss. And when you can go to their boss, and if you can't go to their boss, what else? What's next? Your parent? What your parent gonna do? They're gonna say find a new school. I want to be able to feel comfortable talking to my administrator, my principal, my assistant principal about how this class is. And when they're not effective on that, I feel bad. And this is just a generalization that administrators should start being more interactive with their students, unless they always come in for behavior issues. If I have a problem with my teacher, if I have a problem with this student, be effective. Stop saying I'll see you at 4. Can you do it next week? Because I have a problem with this student. I might fight the student. Oh, let's talk about it next week. We need to be more effective administrators because we see administrators at a higher level than we see teachers. We listen to them. When administrators come in the room, you leave. You get up. when the teachers say get out, you don't listen. The administrator coming, you get out.
Right.
We feel more comfortable with y'all, and I need y'all to be more effective with the teachers and the students that reside at your school. And I just want to say that because it happens in my school. It's happening in McKinley. It's happening at any other schools going on. I feel like administrators need to be more involved.
I like that. And I know they're very busy, but I agree. They, they don't have a relationship, but when you do come across them, they can be like, well, who's this kid? I don't know what they're working at or what they're up against coming in here. So
I want to add something to that. First month of 10th grade year, I was at Maritime, and I was going to get kicked out, but my dad told me just to get the withdrawal papers and go to East. So I'm going to talk about the situation that happened. Me and my friend, we was goofing around in class. Papers got knocked over, whatever. So
at Maritime?
Yeah, we picking them up, and we stack them back up in order, nice and neat. Boom. But we got in-school suspension the next day for it. So we didn't, in school suspension, they don't want us to talk, no nothing. We can't have our sweaters on, and it's they call it the brig, maybe in the brig, it's cold down there. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we in the brig, boom. We didn't talk, we didn't do nothing. We went outside, cleaned up, tried to get time moved and everything. Boom. We come back to school next day, and they tell me that I had to go back in there for another day. But I didn't know why. So, we both was in there. We ain't know why. Dean of Students told us that he's going to tell us he didn't come talk to us till the end of the day. So we did a whole nother in-school suspension for no reason. We was just taking time out my classes.
You're missing learning time. You're missing, lessons and whatnot.
No work at all.
So they didn't give you guys work while you was in the bricks?
No, we asked him, hey, what's going on? Could we talk about this? He yeah, okay, I'm going to talk to you soon. Never came back till the end of the day. So next day, we come to school. We're back in there again. I'm like, okay, so now this is out of control.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, so if you're going to have me in here, go get my books. I'm putting on my sweater, all that, because I'm in here for no reason now. So I put on my sweater. He tells me to take it off. So I'm hesitant to take it off because I already finished my work, and it's cold, and I'm going to sleep. So I'm taking it off real slowly. I'm doing it on purpose, too, because I was mad. I'm not going to lie. So I finally
made matters worse.
Yeah, that was me. I finally got it off. So he takes it from me. So I'm like, all right. So he puts it in a drawer in his room. So now I'm in there. I'm talking to the commander. Me and commander having a conversation. He comes in there. He's like, Daryl, there's no talking. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to have detention. So I'm like, no. Because commander was talking to me about class. Because I miss naval science. So he's talking to me. And dean students tell me I have detention. So I'm telling him I'm not doing it. That's what I told him.
And so you got kicked out?
No, I had detention.
Oh.
So I honestly went and did it. I was just being defiant at the time. I went and did the detention. So me and my friend, the one that I got in trouble with for goofing around with, and him playing in the line, we in EMI, extra military instruction. So me and my friend goofing around, he's sticking up his middle finger at me, I'm sticking it back up at him. And then Dean and student.
What are you doing?
He playing now. Now you playing. Okay. Now you cutting up. Because you mad that you are still in detention.
Yeah, but we about to get out. So we just goofing around. So the dean of student says that I stuck it up at him and he got me on camera yelling at him and stuff like this. I'm like, what? I wasn't talking. I wasn't doing nothing. Other students said that I didn't do nothing in there besides play around with Tavion, but that was towards the end when we were getting out. So I finally get out. He tells me I'm suspended, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right. So I tell my dad about the situation. He like, okay, well, he can come up to the school, talk to him about it. And then students tell me it's time for me to go. I've been doing bad. I had in-school suspension over the whole week. I'm like, but I didn't have it. You told me that you were going to talk to me, and you never did. So now I'm trying to take it up to, and I got him on tape cussing me out in a whole... Yeah,
the dean of students?
Yes, cussing me out.
That goes to how...
The administration.
Yes.
The administration don't do nothing about things like this.
Kids, it's very important because a teacher has power. And then our voice is as little... our voice is important. But when we can't use our voice because the administrator will be like, oh, well, this teacher said you said the F word. I believe that. And you, wait, but I don't want to hear that. Now you in ISS wasting the class day, sleep, looking at the wall. I'm not learning anything. I'm just getting more angry. So next time I go to class, I'm like, now I want to
might catch this again.
Now I want to, yeah.
Yeah, so quick to jump the gun without actually sitting down and talking to the student and the teacher and seeing exactly what happened.
So there's like a disconnect there, you would say.
Exactly.
But I learned, somebody came to East and they was talking about stuff like this. I learned this. We got a chance to take it up to administrators, take it up to, I forgot what it's called.
The board?
You take it up to the board.
Indeed, you can take it to the board. You can take it to the city council.
We could have, like,
you can definitely speak
Y'all
your.
can, not me. We got a charter
Yeah,
school.
But I learned that we could.
There's a board on charter school has a board of directors.
But I want to take it to the city. I want to talk to the mayor or something.
And that's the thing. That's why these platforms kind of give students a voice, so that way they can actually express themselves when they do go in front of city council, because they do allow people to stand up and voice their concerns. So if it's something that you get enough people behind you, say, hey, kids, friends, we about to meet up at City Hall. The meeting is at this time, or get your parents to take you and go. And they're afraid of numbers, large numbers. You come in numbers and you saying this is what we want this change. They're gonna have to listen.
I'm on strike.
Yeah.
Strike is no good. Nobody. If you're a strike at work, no one's making money. If you're on strike, nobody's. You know what I mean? Strike from school, nobody's learning. We got to do work side out.
It worked in the industrialization.
I feel you on that. Hold out till you get what your demands, what you want, huh?
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate this time. I really thank you guys for coming out. Y'all shed a new light on CSAT for me, because I didn't know much about the school, but it's still, it still sounds like overall good place. They're building people like you, so they're all right with me. YouTube channels, let us know where we can follow you.
Yes, you can follow me at my name, Khalil Carr, on YouTube. Yes, please do.
2 R's?
2 R's,
there you go.
yes.
You can follow my YouTube, Taiyana James, TAIYANAJAMEZZ.
Two Z's.
With a little Z.
Yes.
Follow me at Man Cooper. I changed my name, guys. I did.
So Man Cooper is a new YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes. And have that support, Buffalo, please. Yeah, we need y'all. We all need y'all, all the youth. Support everybody. Support the mixtapes on Facebook. Support it, because we really need to make it out. So
I agree.
yes.
For sure. Any talent. Like, I feel like we should all come together and, collaborate.
It's so hard because
hit me up.
we see each other as competition when we should be seeing each other as resources. Everybody has something else they bring to the table.
But competition, competition pushed me.
I like competition,
I like that.
but not to the point where you would sabotage this person or throw salt on their name, like, oh, they're terrible, they're garbage. You know what I mean? Like, good, healthy competition. Like the NBA's players, most of the time, they slap each other up at the end of the game. They're all friends. They hang out after that. So, healthy competition. Like it, share it, tell somebody about it. It doesn't cost anything to share a video. Literally.
2 seconds, maybe.
But I know what you mean, because sometimes you'll see, here we go back to this popular thing or whatever, this in crowd. People get all these shares and likes, and necessarily isn't the best looking thing, but they still get the views that,
But when somebody go missing, we got to share everything.
Wait a minute. You talking about missing person?
Yes. They quick to share that. I'm just kidding. Be safe. Be safe out there.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, Michelle Visa, Tea Talk. You already know. We'll check you next time.